It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey, this is Cypher here. I'm here with GoDz.
Hello.
I'm one of 3 of the founders of ASniper'sOath. GoDz here is our co-leader.
Yo.
GoDz, do you know how the team started?
Not really. I don't know how the team started.
Yeah, well, back in the day, like, oh wow, me and Zinbu were still in Obey, I think. Like, Zinbu was still in Obey. That was last year. Me and him started anarchy sniping. I don't know, have you heard that? Has anyone ever told you about that one? Well, that ended up turning into Divine, which actually made it pretty big. It was under the leadership and ownership of Resma. He really knew what he was doing. And that had a bunch of red people join it. And then red obviously ended and Divine ended as well. So then there's like a long time where this account it was basically just, I don't know, not used at all. So what me and Zinbu did, or actually me and Rekaj, it wasn't even Zinbu, wow. Me and Rekaj, we went, we were just playing BO4 together, right? He said something like, all the teams nowadays, they don't really care about their players. So I was like, you know what? How about we make a team that does? And that's how it started. That right there. And he ended up DMing me. He was like, I'm ready for that team now. He DM'd me like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Well, like,
This team has a very good foundation for its players.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to make this as good of a team as possible. Do you want to talk about how you ended up joining the team?
So the way I joined the team is from one of the leaders. So I was like, I don't know how long I've been in the team. It's been 2 or 3 months. When I was first grinding for a certain team, I was their grinder shot, and I met Snow off of that. And Snow has gotten me into a lot of teams, and a lot of those teams didn't really make a fit. You know, some of those teams were like, you know, they were directed to one point that I wasn't really into it, and then there were another team where it was kind of the same thing. He got me was getting me into all these teams, and they just wasn't a good fit. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't such a good fit. And when he came to me about Oath, I was like, yo, this team could be super good. From rising from so little followers to where we are now, it's just crazy. And ever since I joined, you know, like, we've had all these cool things happen with the first team Taj, and then with the recruitment challenge, and all these cool things have happened, and I've been like happy with all the members and stuff. No one has ever done anything with me that has been like bad or anything. It's just been a very great time in this team. Very cool to have.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. That's really what this team was made for, is, you know, trying to give everyone a shot. That's even why we have the junior team. It's for everyone. I mean, you know,
the junior team we definitely need to do more with, but it's there because we see a lot of people with so much potential, like, they aren't there. And I feel like I'm still thankful that the junior team hasn't gotten any backlash, because I feel like the way we explaining it could have gone the wrong way. You know, like, it's like you have a lot of potential, but you just didn't make it. Yeah. What we mean by that, like, yo, like, you are so close. You have all this potential. You need to capitalize on that. You capitalize on that, and you will. And that's a message that should just always be.
Yeah, we noticed that a lot of teams don't do that. It's like, oh, you're not up to our standards, yeah, you're not joining. We want, I mean, if you're not up to our standards, we'll put you in this junior team, and you can work for it, and we can like keep an eye on you, you know?
Yeah, because this whole community is grinding. You're not gonna make it anywhere if you don't grind. That and
Yeah, it's too
I don't
many
know.
people.
It's really grind. And a lot of things hold players back. Usually players are what is in this community. I'm not saying there's not a lot of the other ones. I'm just saying I see a lot of players getting held up by things, and even I am held up by things, especially, you know, not as good of a sniper as I wish I was, or even being a 30 FPS clip player. But you know, like all these things hold me back, but I still can't take, like I can always build off that. You know,
Yeah, that's another thing we do
that's
is,
what.
yeah, we allow like 30 FPS because we have editors who can deal with it. A lot of teams are like 30 FPS. You're not 60 FPS. Yeah, go away. Like we're not accepting you. You could literally be as good as Testament, but if you
Yeah,
if you 30 FPS, we're turning it away. No, we're gonna give you the chance.
that's the thing. This community is just this community turning into like, you don't hit this kind of clip, we can't accept you. And I like, of course standards are gonna raise up no matter what happens in the.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like the community is turning into all these people who are douchebags and won't let you be on their team because of one certain reason, but you know, it's kind of, we only let you like hit these kind of clips, so you can't be in this team. Or if you're already in the team, so to speak, it's like, if you don't keep on hitting these clips, we're gonna have to let you go, because that's what we recruited you on these only type of clips. And that's what kind of gets people out of the community and makes people quit. And that's what sucks about.
Yeah, we kind of understand the fact that, like, I mean, standards change, but we also understand the fact that, I mean, you're human. Like, you're gonna get better as well after practice. You know, I mean, back in the day, if you look up Phase Ilcams 1, do you know what you're gonna see? There's a bunch of no scopes, no spinning, no knacking, no swapping, no scopes. That's what you're gonna see. I mean, you do that now, no one's gonna accept you into a team. It's literally just them no scoping and one quick scope. But you know, all those same people are still in phase, and yeah.
Yeah, everything has really evolved from where we were. Everything's evolved from that, like all these crazy teams that came out with crazy stuff and now have moved on to other. You got esports that have grown. Even like the lower follower subscriber team, whatever you want to teams, whatever you want to. All of them, like a lot of us have grown from it, especially like Oath, like even Oath as an example, we've so much on Twitter and on, and we're so like thankful for that, because everything could have gone like downhill for us at a lot of moments, but everything stayed up positively, came up good, and especially with the team Taj, the team was like nutty. Personally, I thought it was crazy. It was fire. With it, I was like, you know, a lot of people can easily not like it, you know, for the stupidest reasons, but a lot of people loved it, and we have so many views on that, and we've gained so many subscribers off that and followers on Twitter, and it was really cool to watch. It was just really cool.
Yeah, we're not giving up on this. We're going all the way.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy, and you never know what could happen to it. Like from out of nowhere, the team will end or something. Yeah. We never. Hopefully, we don't plan to do that. We plan to.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I mean, yeah, it's not happening. I can tell you that right now.
Speaking of teams, and I said about the OFRC earlier, currently the Solar RC is going on. And a lot of, well, maybe like half of the OF members are going for it. And, you know, a lot, I hope everyone the best. Anyone who's watching this going for the Solar RC, hope you the best.
Yeah, good luck.
I personally, I was going to go for it. I even put it in my Twitter name. I put it in everything. But I'm thinking about it. I was like, I don't know. I don't think it's my type of thing. But like, even Cypher is going for it. You got Ballistics that's going for it. A lot of people are going for it. And I can't believe that an RC could do this. You know, like a crazy, like so as like organization has done a great job with this RC, and everyone that is going for it, I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah. With our own RC, I don't know if everyone quite grasps what we're doing. We're gonna pick up. We might not even pick up anyone. Although we have seen people who have released some amazing montages. I mean, we see you guys. We see you posting your stuff, trying to get in. But yeah, we will pick the best few people. They will go to us, like the main team, and then anyone. The next few people who we believe are almost there will get offered a junior team spot. We also need management positions, so especially if you have a really good RC response, you could definitely get like a lead sniper position in the junior team. I wouldn't doubt it.
This RC is gonna bring some new faces, and it's gonna be super cool. I've always loved new faces and teams.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, cause we're pretty skeptical on who we recruit, cause we did get into we did recruit a trick shotter, and we did get into some drama.
Yeah.
So it definitely, we definitely have to be cautious of who we recruit, but also like like we've seen some great responses, but then we come to know that their rep or their personality per se isn't the best. So that's something that you instantly need to think of. It's like, would this person be a good fit with his kind of personality? It's like you got to put the clips, the RC response aside, and you gotta think, is this person gonna bring drama to the team and to himself? Like, you never want to see someone in drama easily end his career per se.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people don't do, is they're just like, oh, your clips are good. We don't care about the actual person. Like, no. We want to make sure that our team gets along and gets along well, and we want people who are like actually motivated and gonna put in the grind. Because you can't just, well, it's with anything in life. You can't just, I don't know, show up half the time or do half the work. You gotta completely like, I don't know, if you're in the team, you lead. You can't just sit. Maybe like if you're a lead getting recruits, if you're a player, you continue to play.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you want to fit in this community, you gotta grind for it. There's no way that you're gonna get anywhere in life by doing half the work. You just can't. That's not how life. That's not how the world works. You got 100% of either your time or your into the team. Like you may not have the time in the world, but you're putting all, like when you can, you're putting your all into your team. That shows dedication.
Yeah, that's what we're after.
You could easily, because you could easily say, "No, I just can't do it," and then leave. But a lot of people in this community are able to give themselves time to give their team and like a leader per se, the lead that they recruited. So that gives a rectum spec of kind of what we would love to see in our RC participants and kind of what we look for, because all the things that we have just said is things I think every team would look for in an RC. So they're kind of just, they're kind of just there.
Mhm. Yeah, we.
Um, Now switching gears, actually, I've never asked you this, Cypher, but how did you get into the community?
Well, honestly, it was. I had a friend I know. He was over, and we were like playing BO2 custom games. His name's Asa. He was in the community for like a little bit, and then he like left. He's actually the first team I ever created. It was Alpha. And he's the one who got me in the community. He showed me what it was like. I don't know, sniping. He was like, all right, because he saw that I was using the Type 25, right? I was using the Type 25, right? So it was a red gun.
Yeah.
So what I did was I was like, I kept killing him, and he was mad. He's like, you should like use a better gun. I was like, all right. And I said, what's a better gun? And he was like, you should use a sniper. It actually takes like a ton of skill to use. You'd probably be really good at it. So I was like, alright, I'll use a sniper. And so I started using a sniper, and I'll be honest, I was basically a hard scoper, but I'd run around. I'd like hard scope into him.
Yeah.
So I had a really weird play style. And then he was like, alright, you got it down. You just gotta learn the quick scope. I was like, what is that? And he's like, it's where you just tap left trigger. So I was like, oh, okay. Let me try that. And then I just kept doing it. I ended up just going to free-for-all matches in Nuketown, headshots only, and versus vet bots, free-for-all, and that's what got me to snipe. Then I ended up the first new COD I ended up sniping on was World War II. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's basically how I joined. So yeah, I just got spiraled off of that. Actually, if you want to know the community was, I made this team called Alpha Clan. It was capital A 1 PH capital A, and it was literally on an IO game. That's what we started on. It was me and a bunch of my real life friends stuff, and we were like, yeah, let's do it. And it was kind of funny. And then we made a YouTube channel, and we were like, how about we branch into like actual sniping videos like we've seen FaZe and stuff do. And so we did it, and we got like 20 subscribers, and I was like, wow. And then I made my own channel and stuff. I started uploading. I got my first 100 subscribers. I'll be honest with you, my main goal was 20, and now I'm at like 140 or something, which isn't big, and I haven't really uploaded that much, but I mean, like, my followers are a lot higher than that. But that's how I joined the community. How I started sniping was the other story. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Then after Alpha, I joined Delirious.
Oh yeah, I remember Delirious. Oh no, Delirious is still around.
Yeah, it is. Zinbu's in it right
I
now.
remember the Prime. Yeah. Mine kind of started the same way.
Right.
So, I used to trick shot on Black Ops 2 private match. I'm not a trick shotter, by the way. I used to trick for no reason. I just started doing 2 spins and I shoot and I get really happy. And one of my friends, named that's what he called himself here. We would always be like, I wish there was like with teams that we could like always and like show off our skills and like videos and stuff like FaZe did. And when we first got into the community, not a lot of people were interested in what we were, because we were play private match. That's really it. So we thought of ways that we can join teams. It was like designing wouldn't work for us, editing wouldn't work for us. So we instantly came that we would be best at sniper. And our first COD playing together, what was it? It was it was Black, and it was probably like the first bullet I shot out of the Locust was probably when I really fell in love with COD and all this community, because sniping just kind of just showed a side of like this whole community. This community showed a side of me that the real world would never know. You know, so like the real world would never know who God's. They would only know who they know as me in real life. So coming up was very difficult, like we didn't hit too much. We used to hit triples, a lot of triples. We used to hit a decent, like maybe 1 or 2 quads. And then I'm pretty sure when World War II came on, I wasn't playing so much as I wish I would. I was getting demotivated as like I would. But when what's it called? Freaking Black Ops 4 came out, I instantly came back into it. I was like, I'm gonna grind so hard to join as many teams as I can and try to get up and Black Ops 4 was kind of, I gotta thank Black Ops 4 for coming out, because if Black Ops 4 never came out, then I never would have gotten sick of it, and I would never have got World War II for the Xbox One, which is really where I started hitting more clips and getting into more teams. Yeah, World War II is nice. I did hit the occasional BO4 clip. I'm very sick of the game right now, but now me and Money are doing great. Both of our Twitters both have 100 followers now, which may seem a little to anybody watching this, but to me it's very big because I never thought I'd be here doing that. And that's kind of the way I came into community. Instantly when we were talking about it, I was like, this is the way for us to be somebody that isn't us in real life. This is where the community is somewhere that they'll know a different us than what people maybe in our school or our family will.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. In fact, all my dislikes are actually like people from school. I don't think I've gotten a single dislike from like actual people.
Yeah, it's kind of a deep way to get into the community. Yeah, but that's how I got into community. Just basically, just like that.
Yeah, I don't
remember the first.
Alright, what do you think of the future of a Sniper's Oath? What do you think's gonna happen? Yeah. How do you feel about it?
A lot more recruits. That's a definite. You know what I mean? A lot of getting together even in real life, because we have been talking about doing a Sniper's Oath meetup somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably a couple more team Tages. A couple more. A lot. More RCs, more members, more of everything. Everything we've been doing so much right. So, like, why change something that's right?
Yeah, we're definitely
a lot more
like
of just what we're doing. Yeah, that's true. We gotta start doing some introducing.
Yeah, we already have one.
A lot more of us coming to like to be honest, when I think of our team, I feel like we're the people that we're the team that kind of accepts whatever you're doing as like a player or designer. Obviously, we have standards. Yeah. But our standards are a lot, maybe not a lot, but lower than some of these bigger teams that expect you to hit like 5-on times 2s or do this kind of a design, like have so many of like graphical things for editing, you know? So we're here trying to, you know, trying to make you feel like you could do
Yeah.
so much with sticking to your gut and sticking to your standards,
Yeah, we're
but
trying to help.
also overcoming your standards and still coming up to what the standards.
Yeah, we're trying to help people grow and learn how to better themselves. Basically, I mean, our standards are definitely still there. They're definitely not like anyone could join. It's definitely not like anyone could join. I mean, obviously, if anyone could, we'd have anyone in there. But no, we have people who are actually good and actually care about the team. You know.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, so many people right now are inside of Oath, and we're all kind of just like a miniature family. You know what I'm saying? You know, everyone says that about a team. You know, it's like, oh, this is my second family. You know, but
Yeah.
dead serious, I feel like it's true. You know, like the Oath main chat on Twitter is almost never dead. Someone tweets something or someone says good morning, good afternoon, good night. You know, just those are just the little things. You know, the more big things is like, you know, like all of us just chilling. We did have that one big Discord where it was just all of us talking to each other for the very first time, and it was all
Yeah.
very cool. You know, and even as me being in here for from like the last 3 months or so, you know, we have lost members. We've had to kick one member in my whole timeline here. You know, it's like whenever you lose a member, you know, it sucks. You know, they have their reasons to leave and depart, and you really hope that you didn't leave like you didn't leave them in a bad mindset while they.
Yeah, it's everyone. Everyone's there. Everyone knows. Everyone has the same goal. That's what I'm saying. I should conclude our first episode of the Keepers of the Oath podcast. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, GoDz, for being our guest.
No problem.
Or co-host, or whatever you want to call it this time. We will have more episodes of this out for sure. We'll probably start recording them soon and have them out to you mixed in. Maybe have bonus uploads instead of just Mondays at 12. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and